just got some holly and some ivy from the garden. I tell you for why. Because you see, I was this is a bit of a tryout. I want to see if it would make a good decoration for Christmas. Well, I know you're going to say, well, holly is always associated for Christmas. But I mean in the church. You see, I wanted to illustrate a particular carol that I like. Now, it's not a very popular one. It's the holly and the ivy. People said to me, well, it doesn't say much about Jesus in there. But in fact, it says a lot. And I thought I would tell you what the holly and the ivy says. First of all, you can forget about the ivy, because although it appears in the song, nothing important is said about it. But as for the holly, that's different. The holly bears the crown, it says. The holly bears the crown. That reminds me of Jesus being King of Kings and Lord of Lords. It also bears a blossom that's as white as a lily flower. And that reminds me that Jesus is pure. If you want to know what purity is, if you want to know what a good life is, read about Jesus. Because he is the only person who's been 100% pure. And then it says about the berry. It bears a berry as red as any blood. And of course, you see, blood is symbolizing in the Bible sacrifice. And Jesus sacrificed his own life so that you and I could have eternal life. Then it goes on about it bears prickles. Oh, yes, they are sharp. You know these little prickles on the leaves here of the holly? Well, that reminds me that Jesus suffered for us. You know, he took stripes on his back when he was beaten and he was punched and so on and so forth. And he suffered for you and I. And then it bears a bark as bitter as any gall. Well, that's like a symbolism of death. Death is the bitterest thing of all. But do you know something? The song ends up with reminding us that the holly bears the crown. And that reminds me that Jesus defeated death, the bitterness of death, and he rose again, and he sits on the right hand of God. And that little baby you're going to be singing about at Christmas, he grew up to be a man who loved you and I so much that he chose to die for us, so that through his death we might have eternal life and have the joy of living with him forever in heaven.